All right, we're back. We got a great episode today. We're gonna jump right into it. We got Coach Chamberlain here. Coach is in Oklahoma. He is an outstanding offensive mind, and we're gonna let him break down a little GT counter and all variations, and then we'll kind of ask questions as he goes here. But just like was it yesterday we had Coach Nymphius on, or 2 days ago? Derek, what do we have?
Yesterday was Nymphius.
Oh, it was yesterday. See, that's how. It's only one day.
So, Coach, you're showing your age a little bit.
Yeah, I am. So we had Coach Nymphius on yesterday doing a little option game. Today we got, well, obviously GT counter has probably some option variables too, but we'll talk GT counter. So without further ado, the man over here, Coach Daniel Chamberlain, we'll let him roll with a little bit here. Coach, you're on.
Appreciate it, guys. Hey, man, thank you so much for having me. I've been really looking forward to getting out there on more shows, and you guys have a wonderful product here. It's an honor. So thank you so very much. GT counter it's kind of like my favorite play. Okay, so when we look at, some people grew up watching the wishbone, some people grew up watching wing tee or whatever your version of offense is that you grew up watching and you fell in love with it. I got into football at a really weird time in my life. Like I was already 31 years old, 32 years old before I started learning ball. And so what that meant was I didn't have anything I was super connected to from the past. Like Emmitt Smith is my favorite player of all time. That's a long time ago. But between that and now, I didn't go out there and fall in love with this scheme. And so I ran into Lincoln Riley from University of Oklahoma, right? Like I get to go watch all the games there. I'm going to school there. He becomes OC, takes over as the head coach. And his offense it's just a masterclass, man. Like the guy's pairing everything we want to do in our run game with gap scheme with everything that we pretend we can do, in the passing game where we're throwing up air raid concepts. So GT counter, obviously a base part of that. He's a big GH counter guy as well. What that led me to was running into a guy named Cameron Palmer, who I first butted heads with because I was the DC of the freshman team at Owasso here in Northeast Oklahoma, and he was the OC for the freshman team at Bixby. And everybody's heard of the Bixby offense, right? It's gained some national attention last few years. 7 in a row state championships they made it this year, and 10 out of 11, I think, which is phenomenal. But their offense is high flying, right? It's putting up a bunch of points. So I crossed paths with Cameron and had to basically ask him, like, what's making that thing operate? Why is it so good? And so he explains that, like, they're just basically running the Lincoln Riley offense at the high school level. And so everything that I'm going to talk about today, I made up none of it. I give 100% credit to Cameron and Tyler Snyder, who was the OC that taught him, which is Bixby's varsity OC, whom I've never met. So I'll give him credit, even though I've never spoke to the man. And then, up the chain to the Lincoln Rileys of the world, which gets back to Mike Leach and all the guys. So that's how coaching trees work, right? We all pretend that we're really good at stuff, but someone just taught us how to do it. So I'm going to kind of jump into, I'll be giving a clinic in Boston in April at the gun tee clinic. So if you're a Kenny Simpson fan and you've studied the gun tee at all, every spring he does like 9, 10, 12 clinics. This year, I think we're doing 9. And I get to speak at the one in Boston. 1, because I'm going to go on a family vacation to Boston. I love that place. And 2, I think it'll be a great way to break into giving clinics. It's something I've wanted, like I've had the itch the last year or so, right, to go do a big clinic. And so he's kind of giving me my chance. So we're going to talk a lot about this there as well.